get to interact with one another, we get to know each other's ideas, just involving people.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was a bit past the time.
It's okay.
But let's try to be within our set timeline because it will not decent if I interrupt you. So, academics, what do you have in mind?
Okay, we've all talked about the issue of the CBC and the cataloging of the units. Yeah, it's okay. The issue is, yes, we have the CBC units, that's right. They provide those CBC units, but you get to learn that some of those CBC units, they have the same content. For example, take an example of UCU the written, and I know you don't know much about it, but I'm giving an example. That unit, you find it is connecting some issues. A lot of content from E15 to 11. So, these people, before they tell whether units, because CBC units, they are like added units. So, before they release them, they should cross-check the content to stop overloading or overlapping the content, because the same content we learn in second tier, it's now coming again in that year. So, in cataloging, they should release that CBC units, those units which are like, for example, for the EDUs, the new units, but if it is EDU 110, then it should be clear content which is not repeated in EDU 210. Because the moment we repeat these units as CBC, they are now bringing the issue of complex units, whereby maybe someone was registered 8 units, now you are forced to do 9. And now, from my side, it's all about the current 4 years. Those 4 years are really suffering because they are the first people to be pioneered the CBC. Because, for example, the UCU the return, they are supposed to do it in their 4.2. Yet, that UCU the return, they were not aware of it. So, wako tu, wameanza semester, now they are told, here is a CBC unit. That person had other units in first year. Because the combination which was brought by the CBC, for example, there was a combination which was eliminated and someone was forced to do a combination which was not ready for. Where are those units that he or she missed? So she's supposed to do them, or is supposed to do them. So before they release the CBC unit, they should cross-check the content to avoid overlapping or repeating the same content, because everything will be fine and the units will be limited and will be clear.
Okay, thank you very much for that. Sandra?
Thank you, Mr. Wesley. I want to say that all of these have talked about the retakes, about the extra year. But what is the best and the root cause of this 5th year for the student? Personally, when I get to the seat, I love to create awareness. That is the first thing I do. Because we are perishing because we lack knowledge. What is making these students come to school up to that 5th year? Where are they getting the text? Where are they getting not knowing the units that are supposed to be done the following year? That's why I say there is introduction of maybe a compass that consists of units. I'm a first year, but I know when I'm taking SPH 193 and get a retake, I'll not be able to do SPH 293. It will enable them to know where I'm supposed to bank all efforts, so that I ensure there is not these inconveniences caused by the prerequisite unit. That is a major challenge that is facing the School of Education student. A student is in first year, she has a retake, he or she has a retake. When she's in a second year, and I think a class, the lecturer tells him, you cannot register for this unit because it's a prerequisite of 193. I'll get it. So the first thing that I'll do, in my capacity, I'll ensure that I try in liaison with the dean and the academic secretary-elect to ensure that we have the introduction of a maybe unit compass for the students. That is one. Another mass education that I'll create is about these retakes. What is making the student to get ready? One, maybe there is wrong groupings. I ensure that students get full information and awareness of which group am I supposed to be in. Maybe there is a regrouping according to the admission number. Maybe 2590 and I'm going to 3190 class. Definitely I'll get a retake because of a missing mark. So what is causing this student to get that retake? I'll ensure that I create awareness about the grouping things. Another thing that I'll ensure that we work with the student to ensure that there is no retake issues or there is not overlapping of another year for the students is about lying together with the dean schools and the lecturers according to the department to ensure that we have full information and full marks for Cat 1 and Cat 2 before the exam starts. We are doing the first cut, we are doing the second cut. We ensure that it is very much possible, by the way, for the departments. We ensure that the papers are returned before the exams are done. So the first thing that I'll do is to go and source the root cause of the retakes. That is one. Another thing is to source the root cause of the fifth year. Where is the fifth year coming from? Definitely it's the written. So I'll ensure that I create the mass awareness. I can't promise them heaven over supplementary exam.
Okay. We've seen a lot of supplementaries and a lot of heavens here, and reality versus expectations. But I have to say that the school is really interesting on the fifth year. Now, 30 seconds. Every member 30 seconds. So, what is there in place for the classrooms? The former governments have been neglecting them because. What do you have in place?
Okay, personally, I can say I can't promise them a token. It is about my capacity. But one, I'll ensure there is a token of appreciation. Certificate is one of them. Second one, I'll just empower them. It is very much able and possible to liaise with the dean and create maybe, we call it maybe a mentorship program for them. A class rep is a leader. But when this class rep is not appreciated maybe by getting a mentorship program or maybe giving him or her a certificate to present somewhere to show his capacity, this person will not get dealt because he or she is a leader. So I'm talking about organization to that.
Okay. Betty, the class reps?
Okay, for the class reps, you all know that you can't give them the token. Okay, not like we can't give. It is someone, it cannot happen. But for me, I can, first of all, we can make sure that it is for the common units and the other subject course units for those classes. At least, not even at least, they are all recognized by the departments and again by the deans of the students is aware. If it is, for example, a common unit for the first year, these are the class reps. Again, these are the class reps of the course units. After recognizing them, he should not, he or she, the deans of the students, he should not neglect them. He should be there. He or she should be there to mentor them. After mentoring them, not like, let me use this. For example, for the common units, I know there are many class reps. He or she should liaise with them, recognize them, at least. How being the Congresslady is there, we should have a mentorship for them, at least to tell them they are a leader. You know, sometimes most of them they get into those seats willing kama wakiwa na hiyo hamu ya kujua wakitaka kuona they are going to be great. That is in their mind. But you all know that not the same lecturer like the other one can do the same. So being recognized by the department and again being mentored and again being told that not even being a class rep again, you can be another leader in class.
Okay. Anis, the class rep?
I have been a class rep before and I have to recognize this. And it's not like an easy work to do. It needs you to be dedicated and to be there for the comrades. So I've seen the effort and what the class reps are required to do. Personally, I'm a person who doesn't need to wait for help to come for me to help other people. I think introducing a session whereby you can have all these class reps, just talk to them over a cup of coffee or maybe some pieces of muffins won't be a bad idea. Like they just feel appreciated to share their problems with you. You come up with solutions. They feel part of the leadership. They usually feel so nice when they are recognized as leaders in the school. And I think that is enough for them because I can't promise to deliver, to give them certificates or even money for credit, for bundles, because it can be impossible. As I said earlier, I'm working with practicability. Like, what can I do? Like, is it able to be done? Yeah. So just a token of maybe having them, talking to them over a cup of tea, making them feel at home, making them know that they are part of the leadership would be a good way to go. Yeah.
Okay. Scorpion, lessons?
Liaise with the dean to provide the timetables and the PDFs in the correct time to help the students in their nice time. Second, liaise with the dean to provide the certificates and a token of appreciation. A mentorship program and events so that they can feel part of the leadership in the school.
Thank you so much for that question. For the class reps, I was once a class rep for EFN 112 and I was given a certificate for that thanks to our outgoing congress. And for me, what I'll do for them, I'll still give them the certificates, and to add on that, they'll be, you know, as a Congresslady, I'll be organizing events. These events, they'll be the forefront of them. They'll be the ones they'll be in charge of the various teams that will make the event successful. And if that is so, they'll feel part of the leadership. And I feel they'll feel appreciated because they'll get tokens at the end of the day. Yeah.
Okay, back to you, Malvin. All what you told us are things that the people from the School of Education have heard before. Some of them are new. But you as Malvin, when you decided to come and buy for this seat, what new thing are you going to bring to the School of Education?
The new thing I'll bring to the School of Education, earlier on I had said I'm a peer counselor. So I'll uphold this issue of mental health. You know, one of the functions of a Congresslady is to ensure there is a conducive environment for learning. One cannot learn well if he has stress, if he has pressure. My work will be to organize talks and talk to them well. I have there are some companies that I have formed friendship with, like the Pathfinders. They give me the funds to organize these talks, and these comrades will be able to get more from it. Yeah.
Okay, so really hope for the Pathfinders. Okay, so Scott.
The new thing that I have for the School of Education is about the ESO Club, incorporating the ESO Club with the events in the school. That's one.
Okay. Annette, the new thing?
I want my people to feel inspired. I want my people to feel motivated. I want my people to feel my presence. I want my people to benefit. I want to act as a role model. I want to be there for my school. I want to be the leader that once I am done leading, people are saying, did you see how she did that? Would you love to be a leader like her? Yeah, I want to inspire my people. I want to be active. I've seen like previous leaders. I'm not lying. This is what is even making me want to vie for this post. I've never felt their leadership. I want to be there for my people. Yeah, that's the main reason why I'm vying for this post.
Okay, please.
Okay, the new thing that I can bring in School of Education is that I can bring a centralized platform of opportunities. What do I mean by these opportunities? Number one, I can come up with workshops. I can bring some workshops whereby, for example, if it is for the science department and the art department, some workshops whereby they are going to be encouraged, they are going to interact with other teachers, not only in KU, they can meet other teachers from other universities, and through that, they'll feel encouraged and learn more things. Yeah, the workshops.
Okay, Sandra, the new thing?
Thank you. First, I want to say that personally, I believe I'm a pioneer and an activist of change. The main thing I bring to the School of Education is change. And as I said before, the main things that I'm championing in the School of Education, I mentioned the Mwalimu Week Summit. And I say the Mwalimu will be in cooperation of different corporates. For example, we can bring the big on board, we can bring the publishers on board. And when they come, what impact are they going to bring to the school and to the students? Because you cannot tell me a corporate will come and leave the students the same way he or she finds the students. No. So the first thing that will bring a change, it will be a change in the school. If Mwalimu will take a week, then it will be able to impact, to change, and also to encourage someone. And more so, it will help the outgoing, those are the families. It will give them a platform. When you cooperate outside, it will give them competency when it comes to job marketing. That is the main thing that will bring a change in the School of Education.
Okay, now let me go to Malvin. I know you're almost getting tired. But here, we've had your manifestos, you've told us some of them. But the question of practicability, how practical are the manifestos?
How practical are my manifestos? My manifestos are practical in that they have been tested, they have been verified, and the one for organizing talks, the one for the mental health, we've done it severally with my committee in the council. So I don't see why it will be difficult to do it in the School of Education, given that the funds will be there. So they are practical.
Okay, thank you very much. Scovia, how practical are the manifestos?
How practical are my manifestos? Talking about the cataloging of the units and let's say the PDFs and timetables, liaising with the dean and the school departments, it's easier. And it's all, and I've visited the department severally, so it won't be a difficult task to deliver.
Okay, and how practical is your manifesto?
I have 3 manifestos and they are very practical in a way that servant leadership, whereby I provide services where I can. I keep elaborating to the comrades where I can, because there are some services that are above me, but where I can provide the service, I will. Pragmatic leadership, whereby coming up with practical solutions. I'm not like concluding things. I look into the issues, I go to my advisors, I go to my mentors, we come up with a practical solution, not just what we think, a practical one. And active leadership, I know I can influence a lot of people, I easily create rapport with people. Creating a conducive environment where everyone can learn cannot defeat me. So that's how practical my manifestos are. Very simple, very practical, only 3, just like my ballot number here.
Okay. Betty, how practical are you?
Okay. My manifestos are very practical. Yeah, they're very practical. Number 1, the issue of the practical units, the grades, the practical and the teaching practice. For example, you all know that if you go back to those current for years, you did the practical. Those ones have not been uploaded. So everyone is like, well, we wasted. But they just try to test us whether we can do this practical. Then, if they were testing us, what is the evidence show us that, yes, we are the CBC, how can we know that, yeah, we did the practical, then where is the evidence? When I'm saying this, when you go to them, they're like, you are wasted for a whole holiday. They could even go and get some job opportunities. But now, how will it be practical when I go to the departments? Whereby I'll tell them,